Hey everybody, Ryan from Rhino Hockey Channel here. Alright, gonna be going over the preview for the first round matchup of the Stanley Cup playoffs between Colorado and Nashville Predators. Alright, if you have not already done so, hit that subscribe button, hit that little notification bell next to it so you can be notified when I drop a new video. Hit that like button with a thumbs up, and also make sure you leave a comment. Let me know what you think on the prediction at the end of the video. And let me know what your prediction is if it's not the same. And let me know your reasoning. I'd love to hear about it. Alright, let's get started. Alright, this year between Colorado and Nashville, Colorado was 1-1-2. Not too good against this Nashville team. Nashville 3-1. So, this will be interesting. On the 27th of November, Colorado won the first matchup 6-2. Okay, at that point you're saying, alright, they're going to have a pretty good year against this team. On the 16th of December, 5-2 Nashville victory. On the 11th of January, 5-4 Nashville win overtime. And then on the 28th of April, just a few days ago, Nashville won 5-4 in shootout. So, 2 lopsided victories and 2 one-goal overtime games. I think it'll be close. I mean, from the scores, I don't think that's indicative of Nashville having Colorado's number necessarily. They just have enough of their number to get slightly past them versus slaughtering them. That's wholly different. Kind of like what we saw with the, who was it? Oh, the Boston-Carolina series where Boston scored 1 goal in 3 games against Carolina. It's not like that. In the head-to-head, Cale Makar was the top scorer for Colorado. 2 goals, 5 assists. For 7 points. Rantanen had 3 goals, 3 assists for 6 points. Kadri, 6 assists in this series. Nicholas Aube-Kubel, 1 goal, 3 assists for 4 points. And then you have Sam Girard and Nichushkin having 3 points each. Darcy Kemper was 0-2 in this series, amazingly. I think that was his worst record against any team this year, I believe. I could be incorrect, but I believe it was. Roman Josi had 6 points in this series, 2 goals, 4 assists. Forsberg, 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points. Carrier, 0 goals, 4 assists. Granlund, 4 assists as well. And Matt Duchene against his old team, 4 goals. And you have Saros was 2-0 against Colorado. So, good year for Saros against this team. Top scorers for these teams during the regular season. Mikko Rantanen was the top scorer for Colorado with 92 points, 36 goals, 56 assists. Nathan MacKinnon, close to those numbers, 88 points, 32 goals, and 56 assists. Nazem Kadri had a great season. 28 goals, 59 assists for 87 points. Cale Makar, this is the defender we're talking about here. 28 goals, 58 assists for 86 points. I'd say that's a good year. Andrei Burakovsky, 22 goals, 39 assists for 6 points. I wrote that wrong. That is incorrect completely. That would be 61 points. I forgot the 1 there. Roman Josi, 23 goals, 73 assists for 96 points over for Nashville. I'd say that is a very good season. And that's a defender as well, by the way. Matt Duchene, 43 goals, 43 assists for 86 points. That's, I think, his best season in a few years. Philip Forsberg, 42 goals, 42 assists. Yes, that is my cat rubbing his face on my shoulder. For 84 points for Forsberg. Michael Granlund, 11 goals, 53 assists, 64 points. And Ryan Johansson, 26 goals, 37 assists for 63 points. A lot of those guys on that list, that is a huge jump from last year. Because last year, Nashville could not get goals or points from most of these guys. So, that's a definite step up for them this year. On the goalie side, Colorado, Kemper is definitely their starter. 37, 12, and 4, 2.54 goals against, and a 921 save percentage. Great numbers. Easily a starter. Pavel Francouz didn't do too terrible on his own either as a backup. 15, 5, and 1, 2.55 goals against, and a 916 save percentage. So, fairly comparable numbers. Obviously, Kemper got more games, but still pretty good. Johansson, who, if I remember right, is not even with Colorado anymore. 3, 2, and 1, 3.73 goals against, average at 885 save percentage. Oh wait, no, was he? No, I think he's with Florida now. Anunen, was a 1-0-1 with a 4.34 goals against and an 8.63 save percentage. Ouch. Juicy Saros over on the Nashville side, 38-25-3, 2.64 goals against and a 9.18 save percentage. David Rittich, their backup, 6-3-4, 3.57 goals against average, 8.86 save percentage. I can see why Saros played so many games, which may be detrimental in the long run. We'll have to see. Ingram, 1-2-0, 3.71 goals against average, 8.79 save percentage. Evidently, I didn't hold down the shift key for the 5 there. That's supposed to be a percentage point. Or not point, just a percentage symbol. Injuries for Colorado. Ryan Murray, out at least until May 2nd, hand injury. Gabriel Landeskog, out at least until May 2nd with knee injury. I'd say Landeskog would be the more painful one to not have out of those two. So hopefully they can get him back because it's not the same for them without their captain. Injuries for Nashville. Juicy Saros, day-to-day with a lower body injury. And Jeremy Lauzon, who they got at the trade deadline from Seattle, out until at least May 2nd. That is a common thing if you're watching these videos. You'll see that a lot with leg injury. Last playoff appearances. Last year, Colorado lost to Vegas 4-2 in the second round. And Nashville lost to Carolina in 6 games as well last year in the first round to Carolina, if I did not say that. Dark horse for Colorado, Darcy Kemper. Has he actually played a playoff game? I'm not too sure if he has. If he has, it has not been many. But either way, if he's solid, this team's got a very good chance of going long distance in these playoffs. If he is. If he falters, is injured, it's going to be more of a struggle for sure. Dark horse for Nashville, the former captain and number 1 overall pick for Colorado, Matt Duchene. I mean, this guy's going to want to hurt his old team. Let's be honest. Nobody wants to get traded from their team, especially one that drafted him very high and said that basically you're the reason that we are terrible, so you're going to go bye-bye. And granted, he did have a few years there where he definitely did not hurt the perception that he was a curse in a way, but he's made the playoffs a few years now, so maybe he's gone past it, or maybe they can find a way to actually win a playoff round. That would be nice. But either way, playing against old team, you always want to play your best. And you want to put them down because they kind of get rid of you. So it is what it is. All right. Other than that, I'm going to go with my prediction now, which is, let's see, prediction for this series. I'm going to go, I know, you're going to hear this a lot, Colorado in 6. Colorado in 6 games because Colorado is a very deep team. They are a very determined team because they want to prove they're worth a dang for what kind of team they have. And in their window with the cap, having cap space like they do now, is closing very quickly. Having as many good, young, talented players as they do right now, they're going to want more money. And that's going to hurt that cap space they have. So, in order to keep some of these guys, especially I believe McKinnon is up in a year. I think he's got 1 more year on this contract, which is a very, very good discount. They got to get something going. So, they need to do something here pretty soon. Not that they aren't going to be a good team down the line. They'll still be a good core team. It's just having the people around them is going to be harder to do, as you're going to see here soon. So, other than that, that's all I got for you in this series. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that subscribe button. Hit that little notification bell next to it in order to be notified when I drop a new video. Hit that like button with a big thumbs up. And make sure to leave a comment if you agree, disagree on my prediction. If not, let me know what your prediction is. And let me know your reasoning. Alright, I will see you on next video. Bye, everybody.